Ameritech, an American computer supply company, established in Lexington, Kentucky. Ameritech originally produced computer supplies such as ink cartridges, cables, and other small computer supplies in a facility in North Carolina. The operation proved successful, as the demand for such products rose globally. However, over time, Ameritech found itself less competitive in terms of cost over rivals from a number of Asian countries. In an effort to reduce labor costs, the founders moved their operations to Mactan Island, near the city of Cebu in the Philippines. Instead of starting a greenfield operation, Ameritech was able to purchase an underperforming Korean firm, was operating in the economic zone of the island. Ameritech purchased the facility and retained the entire workforce of the former Korean-owned business. Ameritech had hoped to continue its efficient and quality-oriented production techniques from North Carolina in the low-wage environment of the Philippines. With an increasing wage rate in North Carolina, and the incentives offered by the Philippines, Ameritech made the decision to close its American facility and begin operating in the Mactan economic zone of the Philippines. The area is in the part of the Philippines called the Visayas. With a compatible operating facility being offered for sale, Ameritech relocated with the hope of gaining a competitive advantage, lower labor costs, and access to the emerging markets of Asia. The only employee from North Carolina that would be making the move to the Philippines was William Bill Dawson. Dawson was the son of a tobacco farmer in North Carolina, who, while deemed by his teachers and peers to be highly intelligent, never attended college. He worked in a number of manufacturing jobs after high school, and through hard work and ability, gained a number of supervisory positions. While Bill could be intimidating to some, he was a large and somewhat heavy man, with a loud voice. He was generally well liked and respected by the employees at Ameritech. Bill was known for being firm, but fair. He was very informal with his employees and dressed in a casual, or some would say sloppy fashion. The employees appreciated the fact that he was just a regular guy. Bill was looking forward to his new assignment. While he had never been to the Philippines, he did have a favorable impression of the country from the stories his uncle, who served in World War II, had told him about the Philippines, and the courage of the Filipino fighters. The transition, Ameritech took control of the former Korean facility. While adjustments had to be made in the production process, and many of the workers could not be used during this time, Ameritech generated goodwill by paying the employees their normal salaries during this start-up period. In general, the employees welcomed the new owners, and many commented that they much preferred working for an American company than a Korean one. One new hire was Miguel Santos, a 26-year-old MBA graduate of De La Salle University in Manila. Miguel was hired as an assistant to Bill, and someone to help Bill with any cultural difficulties he might experience in his assignment. Miguel was born and raised in Manila and did not consider himself to be a Cebuano. Cebuanos and were at times untrusting of people from Metro Manila. They felt that they were too urban, too serious, and too self-centered for their tastes. Miguel was very deferential to Bill Dawson, refusing to call him by his first name and always referring to him as Mr. Dawson, and sometimes, Plant Manager Dawson. The productivity level of the plant remained low for a number of months, and Bill had decided that it was time for a change. While he had expected that it might take some time for productivity to reach the levels achieved in North Carolina, he was beginning to feel as if without some intervention, things would not improve. Of particular concern to Bill was the amount of wasted time he observed in the plant, such as the following.
Birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yes. Wala na akong lunch. Baka kayo meron. Coffee lang ako. Magkakape na kayo kasi kung sandwich na, papayat ka.
With all that had happened in the plant, Bill asked Miguel about pakikisama.
Miguel, why do the workers celebrate their birthday during work hours?
Mr. Dalton, in the Philippines, there is this we call pakikisama. It is the ability of a person to get along with others to maintain good and harmonious relationships. Small things like eating together, telling stories, and celebrating birthdays are all acts of pakikisama.
I understand that, but I think it would be best not to waste our time.
With the help of Miguel, he organized after-work training sessions and stressed the importance of reducing wasted time on the job. Most of the employees were females and many had not worked previously in a manufacturing environment.
Kaloka. May meeting. Ano ba? Uwian na?
Kaya nga, bakit kaya nagpapalinis? Pero alam niyo ba, may bagong chismo sa FB. Napanood niyo ba yun? Bagong video. Malaya ka. Oo, kita mo po yun.
Malaya.
Good afternoon. Thank you for attending our last session meeting. Today we will be discussing about importance of time.
Time is running out.
The training sessions were a bit frustrating to Bill, as he could not get the employees to participate, nor contribute their thoughts. He felt that if he allowed for employee input, he could win over the employees to his ideas for productivity improvement. The only employee who spoke frequently was a middle-aged woman named Millet, who often joked and teased Bill during the training sessions.
I see. Nonsense.
Bill is thinking about firing Millet.
Miguel, come in my office.
Yes, sir.
Miguel, I want you to fire Millet.
But Millet's one of our best employees.
Because I'm tired of her teasing and asking personal questions. It's nobody's damn business if I'm married or not.
Miguel did as he was told, and informed Millet that she would not be returning to work tomorrow. Though Millet was deeply sad, she still left the company. The mood of the employees, especially those in Millet's department, changed almost immediately. While it was common to hear cheery voices and laughter in the plant, in the days and weeks that followed, the plant was void of much humor. Bill pondered about the issues and developed a complex incentive program. The basic idea was that employees would no longer be entitled to a salary, but that they could, if properly motivated, earn more money within a week. Almost 20% of the workforce resigned. Bill was outraged and proceeded to lecture the employees present that the work culture of the company must change. After a very tense 10 minutes of hearing this, Miguel politely interrupted Bill with the suggestion that a break be taken and food delivered to the plant for the employees.
Yes?
Mr. Dawson, I suggest we should take a break and have food delivered for our employees.
Miguel, I don't think that you understand the situation here. The plant is losing profit.
The following day, Miguel called in sick, complaining of stomach troubles. Bill decided that maybe he had been too hard on Miguel and the other employees. As he sat at his desk wondering how to proceed, the assistant director of human resources called him that the director of HR had resigned for medical reasons.
What? You gotta be kidding. Miguel,
Yes, sir.
I'm planning to organize a party for employees. What do you think?
That's a great idea, sir. However, I don't think that you should go.
But why?
During the past few weeks, you've been harsh on some employees and they felt terribly bad. And they started calling you baboy.
Am I really harsh to them? By the way, what's baboy?
In Tagalog, it meant for pig.
Paid what? Paid?
With this revelation, Bill decided to cancel any plans for a party, and to resume his normal style of management. He instructed Miguel to begin looking for a new HR director, and to ramp up the recruitment of employee replacements.